So, how do you get your SOT? Okay guys, so a SOT is, or typically what people refer to as the Class 3 license. It allows you to do like make, sell, import suppressors, full automatic weapons, short-barreled shotguns, short-barreled rifles, and other NFA items. So it's pretty cool. It's a cool thing to be able to do. I have read a ton on how to get it. Now, a lot of my other FFL videos and reloading videos, I speak from a place of experience because I have done it before. This is a path that I have not gone down. I have not gotten my SOT, but I've read about it and I understand the process decently, and hopefully I can show you how to do that. So first off, in order to get a SOT, you need to have one of the following three types of FFLs. You either need to have an O1 for a dealer of, so an O1 FFL, not SOT yet, which is a dealer of firearms. You need either your O8, which is an importer, or your O7, which is a manufacturer. These are going to be paired with three different types of SOT. I'll put the lists right here so you can see it. So your SOT O1 is going to be paired with an O8 for for importing, NFA items. Your O2 SOT is going to be paired with an O7 FFL for manufacturing NFA items. So if you're going to be manufacturing suppressors, this is the one for you. Or your O3 SOT is going to be paired with an O1 FFL, and that's going to be just for dealing the NFA items. If you're thinking about getting your SOT, first, if you don't have your FFL, go watch my other FFL videos. I got a whole bunch of those, and then stop here because there's no point in you proceeding until you get your FFL. So to get your SOT, you're going to go to the ATF website, and then I'm going to kind of walk you through that paperwork on how to fill it out and everything there. Okay guys, so this is what the paper looks like. It's very similar to the other document that we looked at before, but you'll see it's much shorter than the FFL paper, which is pretty nice. So essentially all this top information is just going to be like whether you're new, renewing, the tax year. So notice that the tax year, so SOT special occupation tax, is a tax paid to do that specific occupation, and that tax period runs from July 1st through June 30th. So if you wanted to get your SOT right now, which is, you know, it's what, this is going to go up in early April, then you're pretty much going to pay for it in April, and that's only going to get you April through June 30th. So April, May, and June. You're going to have 3 months, and you're going to have to pay the same amount. So you're really going to want to wait. You wouldn't want to put this tax year that we're in right now. You'd want to put the next one, and you wouldn't be able to start any of your NFA activities until that tax year we entered it. So they do not prorate it, just so you know. Employee identification number required. That's going to be your employee identification number and all that with the government. So if you're going to want a business for this, you technically don't have to have a business for SOTs, but I think you're stupid if you don't, so I'm not even going to talk about not having a business for it. Okay, federal firearms license. This is what we said. You need to already have an FFL to get your SOT. Okay, name, last, first, middle, corporation, all that, trade name, your address, city, state, zip, mailing address, city, state, zip, phone number, email address. Okay, and then we get into our different types of SOTs, special occupation, or different classes of SOTs. So we have our class 1 importer firearms, and then notice there's this importer firearms reduced, and then the class 2 manufacturer firearms reduced, and then class 3 a dealer. So and then here's your annual prices, your annual costs that you're going to pay, your number of locations, and your tax due. For my understanding is for each additional location, you're going to pay another fee. It's an extortion fee is really what it is. So you put all your extortion fees here, add them up, and then in box 14 you're going to put your total extortion due to the big daddy government. Okay, so we'll talk about these reduced ones in a little bit. Three, business registration. So ownership information, we're going to put that, owner responsibility, full name, address, position. So this reduced, it is for if you gross less than $500,000 in your business activity the previous year. Now that applies to everything you did in your business activity. So if your FFL is for Joe Schmo's outdoor sporting goods, and you sold $500,000 worth of skis, you're not eligible for this because the FFL was
pertaining to it. It doesn't matter if it's just NFA item. Nope, it's everything that business does. If you're under $500,000, you will qualify for the reduced. If you're more than that, then you don't qualify for the reduced options. Likely, if you're just kind of a small FFL, you're only doing a couple things, you're very likely going to be able to get this reduced fee. So you're going to go ahead and check that. And then there's some instructions on that later. Down here, instructions for reduced rate. So essentially, this reduced rate, if you're less than 500,000. Notice this says not just receipts relating to activities subject to special occupational tax. Everything that business entity did that has the FFL, not just activity subject to NFA tax. So just know that. Okay, if you're a business in beginning an activity subject to special tax for the first time, you may qualify for the reduced rate in your initial tax year if gross receipts for the business or entire control group or member of control group were under $500,000 the previous year. So if you're getting this for the first time and your FFL that you had for however long did not make $500,000, guess what? Good news for you. You qualify for the reduced rate already. You're eligible for the reduced rate. Check item 15 in section 3 and compute your tax reducing the reduced rate in section 2. So it's talking about this guy here. You're going to check this box 17, and then in section 2, which is this one here, you're going to it's saying compute this tax based off your reduced numbers. So that is pretty much it. I read through all of this, and they didn't really give a good place for like proof of your income, but I would go ahead and include that honestly in the paperwork and just mail it in with it. Just your books, or just honestly, they have this wonderful phone number. Hey, if you have questions, email these guys, ask them what to do, because I haven't done that. And then you're going to put all this stuff in a envelope and you're going to mail it to right here. Mail the form along with a payment to special occupational tax, P.O. Box, in Portland, Oregon. And then you're going to wait a gajillion years, and they're going to approve you or deny you. Now, it's not the same as like the interview process and stuff for the FFLs, simply because you already have an FFL. They've already run the gajillion background checks. They already have your fingerprints. They already have your passport photo. They already have all your information, address, everything. They already got. They know who you are. They know who your firstborn son is. They know when you go to the bathroom. They already know everything about you that they could possibly know about you. So they don't need all that information. They're just going to approve you or deny you, depending on their whims and subjectivity.
Okay, guys, so that's pretty much how you get a SOT. It's a little bit simpler, actually, than getting your FFL, simply because they already have that information already there for you. And there's a lot more regulations that you're going to be subject to once you get your NFA items. I didn't really talk about the laws regarding SOTs and NFA items. That would be a whole nother video for another day, and in all honesty, you should really just consult an attorney for all that, because it's definitely not legal advice. Anyway, guys, if you have any other questions on SOTs or FFLs, please go look at my other videos or post your questions in the comment section below. Okay, guys, as always, thanks for watching. See you next time.